Well, let me guess. You tried to use the secret level sequence in UEFN, but you found out that you have no idea what you're doing. You just look at this thing and you're like, what the hell is all this? Like, what is all this? Like, what am I looking at? So, in this little tutorial, I'm going to show you how it works. There's going to be 10 things, and I'm going to go through everything, going from how it's making it, all the way up to dynamically changing materials. So, it's a whole spectrum of this video, okay? So, basically, if you want to make something move or whatever you want to do, you need something to move, okay? So, we're just gonna grab like a prop or something. It could get anything. It could be anything. It could be a prop. It could be like an actor in Unreal. It could be anything. It could be like a chair. Look at the chair. A chair will do. There's a chair right here. Ooh, wow, look at this beautiful chair. So, the way you add it, this chair, is you go on and click on this little track button up here. Click on it, go to actor to sequencer, you add agency chair, or whatever it is. Click on that, bam! It's in the sequence. Pretty crazy. I know. Now you're probably wondering, how the hell do I move this? Like, okay, so basically, you want to put on this little plus sign, and there's a bunch of different options. You want to click on transform, because that's going to be tracking the movement of it. And if you, there's going to be these little options, okay? There's these things called keys, okay? There's things called keys. If you click this, it'll add a key. Basically, this stores the location, rotation, and scale of the object as it is right now in the world. The location's there and all that, you know. What you can do with this is that if you move this over, if you click on this thing, you can move it back and forth, you move back and forth. You can basically make it so it can move across the timeline. So if you move this, make sure your thing is over here, not like back here. Otherwise, when you move it, and you want to move it to there, it's gonna reset. You don't want that to happen. So you just want to move your thing first, and then move the object. And then to add another key, you press this little button or enter on your keyboard. And as you can see now, you got two little keyframes, two positions in the world, and it's gonna make a little thing, a little line that connects them both. So it's it's cool. Now there's a lot of different keys, alright. So if I click on any key you have, you can see all these little different keys over there. And we're gonna ignore all these for now because they're a bit complex. We're just gonna focus on linear, constant, and cubic auto. And basically, the way cubic auto works is it makes like it starts off slow and then it speeds up. It reaches the highest point of speed in the middle and then it slows back down again. So you can look at it like play it. It's slow and then it starts to go a bit faster and then it goes slow again. It's nice and smooth. Now, if I were to replace this with linear makes it so it's like instead of like a wave, if you imagine like a graph, instead of going like this, it's like this. It's a straight line. Which honestly, this straight line, like straight, flat line. And that's the speed, so it's going to stay at a constant speed. It's not going to slow up, slow down. It's going to be a constant speed throughout the entire thing, going from one place to the other. So it's going to be like this is what it looks like. It's just that. And the last one is constant. And the way constant works is there's two constants, okay? This one and that one, okay? So if you wanna, this is useful for if you wanna make something teleport instantly or something. So at least it's not moving because this is a constant. This is the same thing the entire time. When it hits this one, it moves. So it's like you can do that. You make things teleport. So I do like this. Then I add another. Oh, sorry. I add another one. Look over here. Then you go, oh, you know what I mean? You make it goofy or whatever you want to do with it. So in the sequencer, there's actually a ton of options. There's like a bazillion options you can pick from, like the playback speed and everything. You can just like change it and everything. So here, this is like your default key. So if you want to, instead of having cubic auto as your default, you can change it to like constant for your default, or linear for your default, or all of these for your default. Then you can also change the FPS of your animation. So if you want to make it really choppy, you can be like that. So it's a bit more laggy. Or you can want to make it 240 FPS if you want, sure, go ahead. It just makes it so it's you can change the FPS of it. There's also all of this. You can also like this is good for like organizing and sorting, as you can see over there, because you can expand nodes. This is, and then you can like collapse nodes, and like it's useful. You can sort all nodes so they go in alphabetical order too. If it gets messy, you see, I only have one thing here. It's hard to understand, but when there's like 20 of them, it gets confusing very quickly. But it's not that hard once you understand it. Now here's one of the most important things, alright? So you set your transform here. What you can do, you can right click on it, and you can edit things inside of it. It's straight up. So you can like, when it's finished, when the sequence finishes, the project default is restore state. I know there's a common problem with people like they make a sequence, they're like, oh, but it resets back to the start. They want to move it here and make it stay here, but it comes back to here when the sequence is over. You need to go in here and change the option to keep state. So then it will keep state afterwards. You can also go into here, and sometimes there's a weird thing where if you're trying to rotate something, it goes boom like this. It like rotates really fast. But like you don't want it to. You want it to rotate normally. Usually that's because you don't have this on the Quantanarian and whatever that is. If you click on it, you can it basically fixes it. It makes it so every rotation is the shortest distance, so you'll never have that weird spinning thing. If you're experiencing that. You can also click on this little button right here. Go down to all these little options. You can add more than transform. You can add like actor hidden in game. You can add a keyframe so it's visible, and then like here it'll like disappear. Oh, sorry, it's not like selected. It'll make it disappear, and then over here you want to make it, appear again or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's cool. You can like, ooh, you know what I mean? You can make it disappear for a second, but if you want, but you can do anything. You can do anything. So basically, there's this other thing. There's cameras. You add cameras if you want. If you see this open right up here, so this will create a new camera, which will then, if you click on it, it'll make your view the camera, and you can like look around. And this is currently piloting the camera as the scene camera actor. This is, you can get out of it by pressing this button or this button right here. You see? And if you look at the top, you see camera cuts. These are all your camera cuts, okay? If you click this little button right here, it'll swap to the camera cuts. And if you click this button, it'll swap to the piloting the camera. It's different because this is more like watching a movie of all your camera cuts, and this is only focusing on one camera. And you can move it around. So if you want to make it track the chair, this beautiful chair right here, you can press this little transform like the chair. You can make another key, and I'll make a key for the camera's position, and the chair will move. So what we can do is we can go back over here. You can then move the camera in a viewport. Go right here, look at this beautiful chair, and rest it again. And now we have a little camera animation that tracks it. I might just do this, and then yeah, you know what I mean? Give it this cool shot. Now there's a lot of stuff you can do with the camera, where you can I'm on the chair. I gotta go on the camera. Go into the camera, then you go down to where is it? Focus settings. You can go into focus method and do tracking. Basically, this makes you so you can track a specific object if you want to have it only in focus. If you right click on the agency chair, what you do is you go back to this, you reduce the blur, make it really so like the background is now blurry, but it's focused on the chair now. So you can see the background like there is blurry, but the chair is in focus. So this helps with the cinematography. So you're probably wondering, this chair is cool and all, but I want to get some action shots. I want to get some cool things. So if you want to add another shot, it's pretty simple. You just make another camera and you add it to the list. So I'm going to move this back, because this is the current shot, okay? Now if I were to go into this, instead of that, you see the shot here, it goes boom, so disappears. What you can do is click this button again, and I'll make another camera 2 now. And this camera, I'm not going to screw around with all this stuff. I'll just add it to here. There we go, perfect. What we do is I'm currently piloting, so we add a little transform. one of the chairs here would do like a little 6-shot where like it spins around or something. I don't know. It's anything. It doesn't matter. So right now we can go flop into the camera camera that goes there. Let's come in the camera and go boom. That's a bit misleading. I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna make it like this so you can really see the cut because it kind of starts on the same area as the old one. So if I go click on this, you can see the camera. Look at this. Whoa, look at that. Okay, it's pretty rudimentary, but you get it, right? You get it. Okay, so we're going to start with the more complex thing you can do. Because eventually, when you're making a sequence, you're going to run out of space, or you don't run out of space. It's going to get too much. There's going to be too much stuff in one sequence. It's not a problem or anything. It's just hard to manage and make your brain wrap around it. Okay. So what we can do is go back to here and pick another level sequence, call this 2 or whatever, and you can actually embed sequences into other sequences. So it's pretty simple. All you have to do is drag this right onto here. See this? This is test 2 apparently. You see test 2, this little thing, is another sequence. This one. If you click onto this, it'll open up a brand new sequence. Now we'll just do anything with this. We'll just grab maybe this thing, we'll bring it over, we'll track it, and then we'll add a little transform. We add a little keyframe here, keyframe, I don't know, here, and then it will move it in there. So that'll be in there. Then if you go back to our old one, you can now see this is now inside of that. So I'll play both of them at the same time. This thing is moving because this sequence is now a subsequent sequence of the first one. It's a pretty cool trick, you know. It's pretty cool. So you want to segment something and you can make it play at different times. It just makes it a lot easier to like time it and like do stuff like that. Because in Fortnite you have to rely on this device, like this. But like if you have a bunch of them like this, because if you want to have one, but you have to have a bunch of these everywhere. But subsequences makes it so you don't have to do that. You don't have to time it with like triggers or timers or anything. You can just do it in the same sequence. So it's pretty useful. Okay, let's get on to the hardest things. This isn't that hard to grasp, but for beginners, it's kind of difficult. So you basically want to go in the comp browser, right click, go into materials, and it's daunting. Materials are kind of annoying, but this is not hard. Okay, we'll call this, I don't know, material. Okay, we'll go into material, and then here, what we need to do is nothing, because we go out of it, and we right click again, and we go down into material, and we get this thing. It's called material parameter collection, and basically it will store, I'm gonna call this material parameters or something like that. These are a bunch of numbers, alright, and parameters are basically numbers you can change dynamically on the fly. So if you don't know, scalars are like constants or floats or whatever, so they'll be like a single number. You can just change a number. And then vectors are like they're a bit more complex. So like colors, but like I'm not gonna get into that. Alright, we're just gonna use scalars. And basically what I can do is I'll set this to 1. You have me? Actually, I'll set it to 0. No, I'll set it to 1. Set it to 1. And we'll go out of this. What we can do with this is if we go into our material, I don't know, we'll add like a little, like, I don't know, material parameter, whatever it's called, or collection parameter. Go in here, you add this, and we need to specify it. So we go into this little thing on the side. Once we click on it, grab this, the parameter name, I think this is called scalar, so we'll just call it scalar. Didn't know. Let me just go through this again. Change the name here, so you can say like it's a color or something, you know what I mean? Or like anything else, okay? Anything else. Something about color. And you can basically, there we go. It's nice and cool, you know? Nice and cool, or I don't know why I did that, but it works. Okay. So this is basically it's basically a constant, okay? what we can do is we'll get, if you hold down, oh sorry, I should probably tell you how to do that. Hold down 1 and left click, and you get a constant. Hold down 3, and you get a vector 3. Oh yeah, hold down 3 and right click, and you get a vector 3. And this is basically like a color you can change. So, I don't know, we'll make it this color. We'll just make it this color, and then what we can do now is, hey, just make sure, I did this wrong. Make it 0, not 1, okay? So we'll move on. So this is 0. You have a constant that's 1. You have this color here. So what do you do with it? So basically, the way this works, okay? If you plug this into base color, you get your base color, alright? This is like I'm only get as simple as possible, okay? It's like the simplest materials you'll ever use in your life to make it like have cool functionality. This is not like a nice little like pearl blue or whatever that is. But if you want, we can make this change dynamically with params. So basically, what you gotta do is hold M, right click, get a multiply node. You wanna put these together. Now, if you didn't know, multiplying 0 with 1 will make 0. Okay? So if you do this, you add this here and this here in the base color. I'll set this in. Because you're adding 0 to this. You're not adding anything. So because this is 0, this is 1. 1 times 0 is 0. Because everything times 0 is 0. So yeah, you get nothing. But if you go into here, add a 1. What do you get now? Oh, it's a different color, it's white. So you can change it. Okay, you can get really complex. This is really simple, okay? So you get the base understanding. But you can change the color dynamically. Now, I'm going to show you now how to actually make it change. So, here we go. Once you're out of the materials, go back into your sequence and click on track. Now go into material parameter collection track and add it. Okay? So you now have a little track now called material parameters. Click on this. And then you want to get your right scalar or vector, its color, click on it, and make a little keyframe of it. Now this is the value of it, so if you click on the little thing, it goes down. It's right now 0, 0. So what we can do is you can another keyframe, go into the keyframe, and make it 1, and then enter. So this is 0, and you can see it rises up. The number like changes throughout it. And it will dynamically change the other color over time. You got me? So if I were to, I don't know, grab a cube. Let's grab a cube. You can actually see this happening. Here's just a cube. Look at this guy. You go in here, you grab the material, put it onto him. And go back. As you can see, we now have a material that changes. Whoa! What I mean? So we can make it like, let's take a little raise. We'll make a little raise very quickly.
12 seconds later.
Alright, so very quickly, I just made this little. Basically, it's 1s and 0s after each other. Just make it do this little cool flash. Now, it's this is not exactly the most useful thing in the world, but you gotta understand that you can do a lot more stuff with this. Alright? So if you want, you can instead of basically put it in metallic, specular roughness, or you can make the emissive color change, or you can make the normal or whatever. You can make everything change, or even the opacity. If you make it like not opaque and translucent, you can change the opacity dynamically. If I go into here and I can do this. Then if I go out, this is the example, okay? You go out, you can change it. So look, now it's fading in and out. You see? It's pretty cool. So you can do a lot of stuff with it. Alright, so yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed. Want more tips and tricks? I'll make more videos like this. This is rudimentary. This is not hard. this is pretty simple. But it's just a basic understanding. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, subscribe.